Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in for this big moment as we celebrate many of our seniors of the class of 2021 as they sign on to be future educators here in the state of Georgia. We're so thankful to have you joining us, and we're so thankful to be able to have this opportunity to celebrate our students in this grand accomplishment. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to our Superintendent of Henry County Schools, Mary Elizabeth Davis, for a welcome.
Well, good evening, and thank you, JD, for kicking this off. And thank you to all of you who are here celebrating what is absolutely known as the most noble profession. It is an educator in public education. We are so proud of each and every one of you, and mostly because while today does symbolize a moment where we prepare your return to a Henry County classroom in 4 short years, we also issue you your personal superhero cape, because that is exactly what this profession results in. Superpowers come with embarking on a degree in education and a desire to return and serve young people and nurture the belief in what is possible in them to do anything in this world. Only superheroes really have the capability of doing that. So today, I welcome you into the grandest and most noble of professions as you start your journey by signing tonight. And I also virtually issue you your superhero cape, because you become a superhero in training and prepare to fly back to a Henry County school just 4 short years from now. And I can't wait to be the one who celebrates you in your first classroom or your first support office. And I get to welcome you to joining the greatest team in public education, and that's in Henry County Schools. Now, not only am I celebrating you, we have tons of people who have joined me to celebrate you, because this is a really big deal. And so I'm going to start by acknowledging that there are members of our Board of Education who are able to be here tonight. And I'd like them to just give you a wave so they can draw your attention on our Zoom. And so Mrs. Holly Cobb, our chair of the Henry County Board of Education, is here today. Thank you for celebrating. Our vice chair of the Henry County Board of Education, Mrs. Annette Edwards, is here tonight. And I also believe that Mrs. Sophie Pope, board member from District 4, is joining us tonight. I also want to recognize the remaining members of our Board of Education in case they're able to tune in either in the Zoom or virtually or reviewing this recording, and that's Mr. Mackenzie McDaniel and Dr. Pam Nutt, who round out this strong unified governance team. All right, there are so many other people here to celebrate you. Your families who have been a part of your journey and will continue to be, because what we know about educators is it's often a family business. And so that means they'll be right alongside the lesson planning and bulletin board propping up, just like families surround you today. I also am thrilled to welcome your friends, your colleagues, your peers, your principals, your guidance counselors, your teachers, and your graduation coaches who have all believed that they are getting you back in their building in 4 years. So this is part of their hiring strategy. So you can also applaud them being here today. I want to recognize the executive cabinet members that have joined. And I also want to recognize our Future Educator Signing Day Committee, and particularly led by our Chief HR Officer, Valerie Susan. And finally, also here today is Peggy Brown from the Page organization. And Peggy, we love how you support the educators in Henry County Schools, and we're thrilled that you're here as we start their journey into that superhero status. Now, it's also pretty important that I introduce to you the college and university representatives that make this all possible. So for the Superhero in Training program sponsors, let me start with Valdosta State University and welcome Sarah Yeamon. Thank you for being here, Sarah, and Valdosta State University. Our next college and university is Young Harris College. Welcome, Kelsey Gillette. We are thrilled you are with us and a part of our journey. Georgia State University is with us tonight, and Mr. Omar Nelson is here today, and we're thrilled to have you as a part of this. Georgia Gwinnett College and Emma Green, welcome to our Educator Signing Day. From Gordon State College, Joseph Jones is here today. From Clayton State College, Juan Smith, and from Kennesaw State University, Kiani Greer. This is how we make the bridge from your K-12 education into your post-secondary education back into the workforce here in Henry County possible. And because of the great talent of our young people, it is most important that I pause and I recognize and I begin the round of applause for our graduating class of 2021 future educators. Welcome to you, our special honored guests. JD, I'll turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Superintendent Davis, for that inspirational opening to tonight's event. And we'd like to, again, thank you, everyone, you included, who's tuning in via YouTube for being here and celebrating these outstanding students. And with that being said, it's great to be able to talk about future educators by hearing from one of our top educators in Henry County Schools. And it gives me great pleasure to be able to introduce to you our current Teacher of the Year, Mr. James Forsyth from Luella High School. Mr. Forsyth, welcome to our event, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Mr. Harden, and greetings, future educators. It's always an honor to speak with individuals who find great satisfaction in the development of our students and our future leaders. I believe that in preparing our students for the future, it all starts with one particular teacher. For most of us, including myself, that single teacher was able to instill in us something that will stick forever. Remember for a moment that educator who truly motivated, inspired, and reinforced your desire to achieve all that you dreamt of. Maybe it was early on or later in your schooling, but for me, it was my third grade teacher, Miss Dent. I remember one day in August that my way of thinking shifted for the rest of my life. It was early on the school year, and it was time for my class to set individual goals. I often tried setting goals that I knew I could achieve, including becoming a better speller or getting better at my layups. But Ms. Dent encouraged me to set my goals a bit higher. After commenting, well, I've always wanted to make the honor roll, Ms. Dent replied, that's it. What a great goal. Reluctantly, I agreed, but this is really where the change in my way of thinking began. Ms. Dent took the time to walk me through the process of hearing my name called as an honor roll student, seeing my name on that certificate, and asking me how I thought I'd feel when I achieved that goal. She encouraged the class to draw pictures of ourselves taking action to reach those goals. My drawings were me staying focused, listening, studying very hard for my tests throughout the year. She kept these pictures, and each time Ms. Dent observed us performing these actions, she referenced them, and to me, this always confirmed that I was on track. Moreover, I developed a desire to fulfill my end of the bargain because I can sense how much it meant to Ms. Dent. As the year continued, she would constantly encourage me and motivate me to focus, listen, and study, while reinforcing those pictures and that visual of me hearing my name and seeing the certificate and the feeling that accompanied me making the honor roll. At the end of the year, I accomplished my goal. But each time I reflect on that experience, I'm reminded that it's not the honor roll designation that I'll remember as much as it is the willingness of Ms. Dent to stick with me till the end, to help me visualize and perform those steps needed to reach my goal. To this day, when I have a goal, I remember that very experience in Ms. Dent's class, and I'm thankful that she cared enough to help me discover my true potential, even when I may have been somewhat unsure. Now, years later, as I'm here before you, I'd love to say that becoming Teacher of the Year was one of my goals, but it never was. Instead, I made it a goal that when I entered my school each day, I would lead in a way that Ms. Dent did for me. To lead a classroom similar to hers, where students are encouraged to step out of their comfort zone and discover their true potential. With that may come success and failure. However, in knowing that their journey is shared by someone who cares, they're willing to step out of their comfort zone. And they're willing to give those extra efforts to reach heights once seemed impossible. We're in a position that few others are able to gain access to. We are their teachers, their friends, we are their confidants, their counselors at times, and some of their real life superheroes. Next to their family, our students are with their teachers more than anyone else over the course of the year. As you embark on your journey into education, I hope that you have had a missed dent in your past. If not, I hope that the desire to become that teacher burns deep into your core and fuels your passion on a daily basis. For me, next to my Christian faith, being married to my wife and watching my daughter grow up, nothing is as rewarding on a daily basis as the accomplishments of my students. As a teacher of individuals with special abilities, I see how each individual, regardless of their developmental level, they respond to positive reinforcement. They respond to that encouragement and that consistent praise. Learning and reaching their individual goals is always at the forefront, but embedded and ingrained in each task throughout the day are those reminders that you can do it. Keep trying, don't give up, and then I knew you could do it. This year, I have the honor of assisting my 7th graduate in walking across the stage of graduation. As I reflect on all of those Special Olympic events, the dances and the field trips, those experiences we've had together, what I will always remember are how they achieved goals once thought to be impossible. Those goals may have included finishing a 100-meter relay, singing a song in front of a big crowd, or simply asking a sales associate for help at the grocery store. It was in these moments that I was proud of my students, and I was extremely thankful for the opportunity to pass on a lesson that was learned during my 3rd grade year so many years ago. It cannot be overstated. Believe in your students. Tell them that you believe in them. Even when they're struggling, never let a day go by without telling them that they can do it. Make sure that they know that you are there for them through the ups and the downs. I believe in this room here, we have a great future educators that are willing to be that voice and that vote of confidence for the students to accomplish incredible feats. Those who are willing to go that extra mile to show students that they are loved and that they have a purpose. Those that will become the next line of real life superheroes in the eyes of the students. I wish you only the best, and I will leave you with a quote from an American historian, Henry Brooks Adams. And he stated, "A teacher's affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." Thank you, Mr. Harden.
Thank you, Mr. Forsyth, for those words of encouragement. And I know that every one of our future educators who are joining this evening, via this ceremony, are even more encouraged about the direction that they're heading and the option that they chose for a career. And so we appreciate your words to our graduates this evening. So now I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Valerie Sue-Smith, our Chief Officer of Human Resources, to carry on the next portion of our celebration this evening.
So, Mr. Forsyth, that was really unfair to get me all choked up right before I have to read names. So, excuse me, these are just allergies, okay? So just wanted to give a little background. Future Educator Signing Day is a statewide initiative that is designed to celebrate our graduating seniors who plan to major in education. So a big, huge shout out and thank you to our colleges and universities who are represented here today and who are with us for this important ceremony. We are grateful for your support and the support that you will eventually provide these students when they arrive on your campuses. So I'm going to go ahead and call out all 33 of these students, several of whom are with us tonight. And if you are a student and you have joined us through this Zoom call, please make sure you unmute when I call your name and celebrate and cheer and be loud and proud at home when I call your name. All right, are we ready? Ms. Hester? Great. Our first senior is Zadia Batten from Eagles Landing High School, who will be going to Mercer University and majoring in nursing education. Then we have Taylor Blakeney, Eagles Landing High School and the Academy for Advanced Studies. She will be going to Savannah State University and majoring in secondary education. Then we have Adriana Brown, who is from Eagles Landing High School, will be going to Georgia Southern University and majoring in nursing. Then we have Allyson Brownlow, who is from Ola High, will be going to the University of Alabama and majoring in elementary education. Woohoo! Next, we have Brielle Byrd, who will be graduating from McDonough High School. She'll be going to Savannah State University to major in education. I'm presuming she's going to get there and figure out which of the K-12 she's most interested in. Then we have Haylee Davidson, who I believe is on the Zoom with us today from Locust Grove High School and the Academy for Advanced Studies. So unmute and give yourself a little cheer.
That's me. Thanks, Mom.
She's going to Young Harris and will be majoring in elementary education. That's awesome. Then we have Tanya Dumas, who is will be graduating from Stockbridge High School, going to Georgia Military College and majoring in special education. So Mr. Forsyth, you need to get a grip on her and see if we can get her to come back here. Then we have Destiny Estrada, whom I believe is on the line, is on the call, and she'll be graduating, woohoo, from Locust Grove High School and going to Valdosta State University with a major in English secondary education. Then we have Lakendra Hale, who will be graduating from McDonough High School. She'll be attending Gordon State College and majoring in nursing. I think we have Indigo on the Zoom call here as well. Indigo Hall will be graduating from Union Grove High School, will be attending Georgia State University and majoring in secondary education. Let's hear you, Indigo. Are you out there? All right. Next, we have Carly Hendricks, whom I believe is out there as well. Will be graduating from Stockbridge High School. Will be attending Grinnell University with a major in elementary education. Let's hear from you, Carly.
Thank you. I actually, I'm done now in high school. I'm actually there at the college now.
Well, my goodness, you're going to be half a semester or a year ahead of everybody else. So that's awesome. I hope it's going great for you. Thanks.
It is. Thank you.
Then we have Denise Houston, who will be graduating from Stockbridge High School, attending Fort Valley State University, majoring in secondary education. And we have Takira Jackson, graduating from McDonough High School, will be attending Georgia Gwinnett College with a major in elementary education. Then we have Calvin Jenks, who will be graduating from Stockbridge High School. He'll be attending Georgia State University and majoring in computer science. Then we have Noelle Kindred, who will be graduating from Luella High and attending Kennesaw State University. Will be majoring in biology, secondary education. Next, we have Theora Loudermilk, who will be graduating from Locust Grove High School. She'll be going to Wesleyan College, majoring in English secondary education. Next up, we have Mackenzie Mays, graduating from Locust Grove High School. She'll be attending Kennesaw State University and majoring in early childhood education. Next up is Whitney McGruder, graduating from McDonough High School, going to North Carolina Agriculture and Technology, and will be majoring in middle grades education. I think that's the only one I've seen in this group today, middle grades education. Then we have Clark McCoy, and I think Clark is on the phone call here. She'll be graduating from Dutchtown High and the Academy for Advanced Studies. Going to Tuskegee University and majoring in elementary education. Hey, Clark, I can see you now. Then we have Janiyah Mendoza-Morgan, graduating from Eagles Landing High School. Will be going to the College of Mount St. Vincent and majoring in nursing. Next is Melissa Mendoza-Mora, who will be graduating from Stockbridge High School will be attending Clayton State University and majoring in accounting. Jaquarius Montford, graduating from McDonough High School, going to Valdosta State University and majoring in physical education. Janai Redding, graduating from McDonough High, going to Savannah State University. Oh, there's another one, majoring in middle grades education. Then we have Daijah Richards, graduating from Stockbridge High School, will be attending Alabama State University and majoring in secondary education. We have Emily Robinson, graduating from Union Grove High School, going to Georgia Southern University and majoring in elementary education. I think we have Teresa on the Zoom call. We have Teresa Robinson, who will be graduating from Luella High School, going to Middle Georgia State University and majoring in school psychology.
Yay.
Yay, all right. Then we have Helene Rosen, who will be graduating from Locust Grove High School, attending Georgia Southern University and majoring in secondary education. You guys must have had a great high school experience, all these secondary education folks.
Thank you.
Then we have Jalissa Sanchez. I'm not sure if she's on this call or not, but she'll be graduating from Woodland High School, going to Bruton Parker College, majoring in elementary education. And I believe we do have Destiny Thurman on the call. She'll be graduating from Luella High School, attending Albany State University, majoring in secondary education. We also have Laura Wernicke on the call. She'll be graduating from Union Grove High School, going to Georgia College and State University, majoring in mathematics. Oh my goodness, secondary education.
Thank you.
Then we have Ajah Williams. I believe Ajah's on the call as well, graduating from Eagles Landing High School, going to Albany State University and majoring in education. All right, those are all of our seniors who have, and one who's already graduated, who have committed to being educators in the future. And it's time to acknowledge your commitment to the field of education and sign your certificate. My understanding is that your certificates were mailed to each of you. However, some are still trying to make their way to you through the US mail, unfortunately. I believe we tried to scan them to you as well, so you would have something to sign in the meantime. Our apologies if you still haven't received it, but we promise it's coming. I don't know if I should promise, but it should be coming. So I'm going to read your commitment statement. And if you have your certificate in front of you, you can sign it when the commitment statement closes. All right, you ready? By signing this letter of commitment, you are committing to improve the quality of education for students in the state of Georgia. The state school superintendent, Richard Woods, your local administrators, community members, and teachers commend you on making an honorable decision to improve the quality of life for Georgia citizens through the educational process. You will be a great asset as we work towards educating Georgia's future. On behalf of State School Superintendent Woods, please sign your commitment certificate. So use whatever special pen you have in front of you to sign your certificate. And a big round of applause. Everybody unmute. I love it. I love seeing all that support surrounding you. And I want to thank everyone for the opportunity to recognize and celebrate our high school seniors who are planning to pursue a career in the field of education. And I really would like to do a special shout out and thank you to the committee that pulled all of this together. And that includes Sean Hester, Amy Spicer, Yvette Dupree, Sherelle Neal, Kristen Calloway, and JD Harden. Seniors, we hope to eventually see you working in our schools, educating our students, and embracing and advancing and celebrating teaching as a profession. Congratulations, have a great evening, and we plan to see you in 4 years. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a beautiful, yep, nope, we're not done yet. Sorry, JD, you're next. I apologize. Hand off to JD.
We do have a little bit more to get to before we wrap things out this evening. And I'd like to now turn it over to Ms. Ingrid Reynolds for a special announcement for our seniors and our education focused students. So Ms. Reynolds, if you'd like to share the big news.
Thank you, JD. This is the 4th year that John Reynolds and his family, his extended family, we have the opportunity to present to students from Locust Grove High School with scholarships. This was, each year I say the same thing. It's hard to choose, and I'm glad I don't have to, but this year was particularly difficult. But the 2 young ladies who will be receiving scholarships are Haylee Davidson and Helene Rosen.
Oh my
Both
God.
of them have highlighted as inspirations. Haylee said Miss Nanry, who is an English teacher at Locust Grove, literally salvaged her 9th grade year, and she is so excited that she is back with Miss Nanry in her senior year. And she plans to become an elementary education teacher and minor in language arts. And Helene has as her mentor and inspiration her mom, who is also an English teacher at Locust Grove High School. And I happen to know her, both of these teachers, and they're amazing. And I'm so excited and honored to present these 2 young ladies with the John Reynolds Memorial Scholarship this year, and congratulate them and welcome them. Remember, ladies, we saw you first, so we get to have first dibs on you 4 years from now. Congratulations. And this marks the last group of students who actually had Mr. Reynolds as an assistant principal. So from here on out, it will be definitely a new group of students. So this group was particularly special. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm crying over here.
Thank you. I'm crying too.
Yay. I get to see you tomorrow, I hope.
Dr. Reynolds, thank you so much for your participation and your reaching out and reaching to our students and showing them how much education can mean and what it means for all of us. Really do appreciate you being a part of this very special ceremony. And it truly has been our honor and our privilege to celebrate you. And as I said before, we absolutely expect to see you in 4 years. I'm going to save a place in the application system. I'm going to pre-populate everything. So all you have to do is hit where it is you want to work and what it is you want to teach. And then, hey, poof, there you go. You got a job. So thank you so much, parents and friends and family and board members and everybody, for teachers and counselors for being here tonight. And glad it stopped raining, and I'm glad we had internet connection. And it's very nice to see everybody, and have a wonderful last lap finish of the school year. Good night.
Thanks, everybody.